Most business owners are using AI like it's just a fancy Google search, asking ChatGPT basic questions and wondering why they are not seeing real results in the business. Now, here's the thing. While everyone is playing with AI party tricks, there are specific automation strategies that are quietly generating millions in additional revenue for businesses that know how to implement them properly. In the next 20 minutes, I'm going to show you 9 AI automation hacks that most business owners have never even heard of. These are not just theoretical concepts. These are the exact systems my clients are using to automate their sales processes, eliminate repetitive tasks, and scale their operations without hiring more staff. And the best part, you don't need a computer science degree or a massive budget to implement these. Some of these can be set up in under an hour and start saving you time immediately. If you are new here, I'm Yan Bakebongo. I run Axitra AI, an AI automation company that assists businesses grow at scale, leveraging AI tools and systems not to replace your workforce, but to empower them to achieve more. And over the past 3 years, I've helped businesses automate their way to over $1 million in additional revenue. And I'm not here to show you ChatGPT party tricks. I built real AI systems that handle the repetitive work killing your productivity, so you can stop being a slave to your inbox and start focusing on what actually grows your business. Hack number 1, AI lead qualification that never sleeps. Let's start with something that's costing you money right now: manual lead qualification. Here is what most businesses do. A lead comes in through your website, someone manually reviews it, tries to figure out if they are qualified, then either books a call or sends them to a nurture sequence. And this process takes anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes per lead. And let's be honest, it is inconsistent. But what if I told you that you could have an AI system that qualifies leads in under 30 seconds with 95% accuracy and never takes a day off? Here's how it works. When a lead hits your website, the AI immediately analyzes the company's size, industry, website traffic, and social media presence and behavior on your site. It scores them from 1 to 10 based on your ideal customer profile. High-value leads, let's say 8, 9, or 10, get automatically routed to your calendar booking system with a personalized message. Medium value leads go into a nurture sequence designed to warm them up. And low value leads get educational content to build more trust over time. I implemented this for SaaS clients last month. And before the automation, their sales teams were spending 25 hours a week qualifying leads manually. And after we implemented this solution, their top prospects were automatically booking calls while they slept. And their close rate increased by 40% simply because they were only talking to pre-qualified, high-intent prospects. This system runs on Make.com integrated with their CRM. And after several optimal tweaks, it is now perfectly doing what it is meant to do, which is save time and maximize scalability. And right now, they are processing 300% more leads with the same team. Hack number 2, smart CRM that writes your follow-ups. Raise your hand if you've ever lost a deal because you forgot to follow up. We've all been there. The average B2B sale requires 8 touch points, but most salespeople give up after 2. Why? Because writing personalized follow-ups is time-consuming and frankly boring. Here's what we built for one of our clients: an AI CRM copilot that analyzes every conversation, email, and interaction with prospects, then automatically drafts personalized follow-up messages. But here's the genius part. It doesn't just send generic templates. It references specific points from previous conversations. It mentions the business challenges and even suggests relevant case studies or resources. For example, if a prospect mentioned they are struggling with inventory management during a call, the AI will draft a follow-up that says, "Hi Sarah, following up on our conversation about your inventory challenges, I thought you'd find this case study interesting. We helped a similar retail company reduce stockouts by 85% using predictive analytics. Would you like to see how this could work for your business? And that is an amazing follow-up. The result, my clients' response rates increased by 180% and the sales cycle shortened by 3 weeks on average. The AI maintains the brand voice, includes relevant attachment, and even suggests the best time to send based on the prospect's engagement patterns. Hack number 3, customer support that scales infinitely. Here's a problem every growing business faces. As you scale, your customer support becomes a bottleneck. You are constantly hiring, training, and managing support staff, but you can never seem to keep up with demand. What if I told you you can handle 80% of customer inquiries automatically, 24/7 in multiple languages without hiring a single person? We built this system for an e-commerce client who was drowning in support tickets. Their AI agent learns from their knowledge base, past support tickets, and product information. When a customer asks a question, it provides instant, accurate answers. But here's what makes it powerful. It doesn't just give robotic responses. It understands context, shows empathy, and can handle complex multi-part questions. Customer asks, I ordered a blue widget last week, but received a red one. I need it for a presentation tomorrow. What can you do? And the AI responds, I'm so sorry about the mix-up with your order, and I understand how stressful this must be with your presentation tomorrow. I can see your order for the blue widget from last week. I'm immediately arranging an express shipping for the correct item. It will arrive by 10 a.m. tomorrow. I'm also including a prepaid return label for the red widget. Is there anything else I can do to help make this right? This system handled 78% of inquiry without human intervention. Customer satisfaction actually increased because responses were instant and consistent. And when complex issues needed human attention, the AI provided full context to the support team, making resolution much faster. Hack number 4, revenue forecasting that actually works. Most business owners are flying blind when it comes to revenue forecasting. They are making critical decisions based on gut feeling instead of data. I created an AI-powered dashboard that predicts revenue with 85% accuracy by analyzing your sales pipeline, historical data, and market trends. Here's what it shows you. Based on your current pipeline, you are on track for your $847,000 this quarter. But here is the bottleneck in your proposal stage. Deals are sitting there 40% longer than usual. The AI suggests 3 specific actions to accelerate those deals and hit your $900,000 target. It identifies patterns you would never see manually. Like, for example, prospects who engage with your pricing page more than 3 times are 67% more likely to close, or that deals that include a demo close 2.3x faster than those that don't. One client used this to identify that the Q4 pipeline was 30% behind target in August. Instead of panicking in December, they adjusted the marketing spend and sales strategy early. And the result, they exceeded the annual target by 15%. Now, if you're watching this and thinking, this sounds incredible, but how do I actually implement this in my business? I get it. And that's exactly why I offer a 30-minute AI strategy and discovery call. And here's my warning. It might currently be free, but I don't know how long they will remain free for. During that call, we will look at your current processes and identify where you can get the biggest impact. The link is in the description. Hack number 5, content creation that runs on autopilot. Content marketing is essential, but it's also a massive time sink. Between blog posts, social media, email newsletter, and video scripts, you could spend 20 hours a week just creating content. Here's what we built for a professional services firm: an AI content pipeline that generates schedules and optimizes content automatically. The system analyzes the best performing content to understand what resonates with their audience. Then it generates new content in their voice and their style. But here's the smart part of it. It doesn't just create random content. It follows a strategic calendar aligned with their sales funnel. Top of funnel content to attract new prospects, middle funnel contents to nurture leads, bottom funnel contents to convert prospects into clients. The AI writes blog posts, creates social media content, drafts email newsletter, and even generates video scripts. It schedules everything across multiple platforms and A/B test headlines and posting times to optimize engagement. Our clients went from spending 15 hours a week on content to spending 2 hours reviewing and approving. Their content output increased by 300%, and the lead generation from content markets doubled. The system runs on a combination of AI writing tools, scheduling platform, and analytics dashboards. Once it's set up, it's essentially like having a full content marketing team working around the clock. Hack number 6, inventory management that prevents stockout. If you are in retail or e-commerce, you know the pain of inventory management. You are either overstocked, tying up cash in products that don't sell, or you are running out of popular items, losing sales and frustrating customers. We built a predictive inventory system for an e-commerce client that was losing $50,000 a month to stock out an overstock situation. The AI analyzes historical sales data, seasonal trends, marketing campaigns, weather patterns, and even social media buzz to predict demand with incredible accuracy. It doesn't just tell you what to order, it tells you when to order it. The system knows that winter coats needs to be ordered in a specific month. It knows that a viral TikTok video about your product means you need to stock up. But here's the genius part. It optimizes for cash flow, not just for availability. It calculates the optimal inventory level that minimizes carrying costs while maintaining a 99% in stock rate. Incredible, right? And the result, our clients reduced stockouts by 85%, decreased carrying costs by 30%, and improved cash flow by $200,000 in the first quarter. The system integrates with the existing inventory management software and supplier system. And when it's time to reorder, it automatically generates purchase orders and sends them to the suppliers. Hack number 7, meeting intelligence that captures everything. How many times have you left a client meeting and realized you forgot to write down something important? Or worse, you promised to follow up on something and completely forgot about it. We implemented an AI meeting assistant for a consulting firm that was losing deals because important details were failing through the cracks. And here's how it works. The AI joins every client call, records and transcribes the conversation, then automatically identify key decisions, action items, and follow-up tasks, but it goes beyond basic transcription. It understands context and intent. When a client says, we should probably look at implementing this in Q2, the AI flags that as a timeline commitment and adds it to the project tracker. And after each meeting, it automatically sends a summary email to all participants with key decisions made, action items with assigned owners and deadlines, next step and follow-up meetings, and relevant documents or resources mentioned. It also updates the CRM with all relevant information, so the entire team stays informed. The consulting firm saw their project delivery time improve by 25% because nothing was getting lost in translation. Client satisfaction increased because they felt heard and understood. And the team saved 5 hours a week on meeting notes and follow-ups. Hack number 8, financial analysis that spots opportunities. Most business owners look at the financials once a month, see if they made money and call it a day. But your financial data is hiding opportunities that could transform your business. We created an AI financial analyst for a client that identifies patterns and opportunity they never would have seen manually. The system analyzes customer lifetime value, profit margins by product lines, seasonal trends, and cost structures to provide actionable insight. For example, it discovered that customers who purchased product A were 3 times more likely to buy product B within 90 days. So this insight led to a bundling strategy that increased average order value by 45%. It identified that the highest margin customers shared three characteristics, leading to a refined targeting strategy that improved customer acquisition ROI by 60%. The AI also provides predictive insights. For example, based on your current trends, your cash flow would be tight in Q3. Consider extending payment terms with suppliers or accelerating collection. It creates automated reports for different stakeholders, high-level summaries for executives, detailed analysis for department heads, and actionable recommendations for managers. Our clients went from reactive financial management to proactive strategic planning. They identified $300,000 in cost saving and $500,000 in new revenue opportunities in the first 6 months. Hack number 9, competitive intelligence that never stops. Your competitors are making moves every day, changing prices, launching products, running campaigns. By the time you notice, you are already behind. We build a competitive intelligence system for a SaaS company that monitors the top 10 competitors 24/7. This AI tracks pricing changes and the promotional strategies of their competitors, new product launches and feature updates, marketing campaigns and messaging shifts, hiring patterns and team changes, customer reviews and sentiment analysis, website changes, and SEO strategy. But it doesn't just collect data. It provides strategic insight. When a competitor drops their prices by 15%, the system immediately calculates the impact on your market position and suggests response strategies. When a competitor launches a new feature, it analyzes customer reactions and identifies opportunities to differentiate or improve your own offering. The system generates weekly competitive intelligence reports with key changes in the competitive landscape, threats and opportunities, recommended actions, market positioning analysis. Our clients use this intelligence to launch a counter campaign within 48 hours of a competitor's major announcement, protecting the market share and actually gaining customers who were disappointed with the competitors' changes. They also identify the gap in the market that none of the competitors were addressing, leading to a new product line that generated over $2 million in its first year. Let me show you what this looks like in practice with real numbers from real clients. One of our clients, a mid-sized e-commerce company, implemented just 3 of these systems. First, it was the lead qualification automation. Before that, their sales team was manually qualifying 200 leads per week, spending 25 hours on qualification alone. And after, the AI qualified 600 leads per week automatically. And the sales team only talked to pre-qualified prospects. Their close rates increased from 12% to 28%, and revenue per salesperson doubled. Second, smart inventory management. They were losing $50,000 a month stockouts and carrying $300,000 in slow-moving inventory. The AI reduced stockouts by 85% and optimized inventory levels, freeing up $180,000 in cash flow. And third, it was the AI customer support. They were spending $15,000 a month on support staff and still had 24-hour response time. The AI handled 78% of inquiries instantly. Customer satisfaction increased by 35%. And the result, they went from $2 million to $5 million in annual revenue in just 18 months with the same team size. And their profit margin increased by 40% because they eliminated inefficiencies and optimized operations. Another client in professional services used our meeting intelligence and CRM automation to eliminate 20 hours of administrative work per week. That's 20 hours they could spend on billable clients' work or business development. They increased their billable utilization from 65% to 85%, adding $400,000 in annual revenue without hiring anyone. Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds too good to be true. Or this must be incredibly complex to set up. Here's the reality. Yes, these systems are powerful, but no, you don't need to be a tech genius to implement them. The key is starting with the right foundation and building systematically. Most businesses try to automate everything at once and end up with a mess of disconnected tools that don't talk to each other. The smart approach is actually to identify your biggest bottleneck first, automate that, then move to the next one. For most businesses, I recommend starting with lead qualification or customer support automation simply because they provide immediate ROI and free up your team to focus on higher value activities. And the setup process typically takes 2 to 4 weeks, depending on complexity and the way your data is structured. We handle the technical implementation, integration with your existing systems, and training for your team. You don't need to learn new software or change your entire workflow. And here's something important. These systems get smarter over time. The AI learns from your data, your customers, and your business patterns. What starts as a 70% accurate system becomes easily a 95% accurate within a few months. Look, here's the reality. Business automation isn't just a nice to have anymore. It is becoming essential for survival. The companies that figure out how to use AI effectively are going to have a massive advantage over those that don't. The systems aren't about replacing people. They're about freeing your people to do what they do best. Build relationships, solve problems, and drive strategy. Your sales teams stop wasting time on unqualified leads and focuses on closing deals. Your support team handles complex issues while AI handles the routine questions. Your marketing team creates strategy while AI executes the tactic. The businesses we work with aren't just saving time. They are scaling smarter, improving customer experience, and increasing profitability simultaneously. They are making data-driven decisions instead of guessing. They are staying ahead of competitors instead of reacting to market changes. But here's what I've learned after implementing these systems for hundreds of businesses. The companies that act first get the biggest advantage. Once your competitors figure this out, the playing field is leveled. Right now, you have an opportunity to get ahead while most of your competition is still doing things manually. I've seen businesses transform in 90 days. I've watched companies double the revenue without doubling the team. I've helped entrepreneurs go from working 80 hours weeks to having systems that run the business while they focus on growth and strategy. The question isn't whether AI automation will transform your industry. It's whether you will be leading that transformation or scrambling to catch up. If you want to see how these systems would work specifically for your business, click in the link in the description to book a free AI audit. We'll look at your current processes, identify your biggest opportunities, and show you exactly how to implement this automation. During this audit, we will show you which of these 9 systems would have the biggest impact in your business, a step-by-step implementation roadmap, ROI projections based on your current operations, and how to get started without disrupting your existing workflow. Don't wait until your competitors figure this out first. The businesses that act now will have an unsurmountable advantage in 12 months. While others are still manually qualifying leads and writing follow-up emails, you will be scaling effortlessly with systems that work around the clock. Click in the link below, book your free audit, and let's automate your way to your next level of growth. I'll see you on the call.